Hi guys, so you've no doubt heard Keir Starmer wrote an article for The Telegraph where he talked about Thatcher, Brexit, Jeremy Corbyn and the economy. Now, is this a good idea or a bad one? Well, I'll get to that in a little bit, but first, what did he actually say? So on Thatcher, he described her as delivering meaningful change. He also described the former Tory Prime Minister as setting loose our natural entrepreneurialism, and praised her for calling out politicians who are hectoring the public. On Brexit, he criticised the Tories for not taking advantage of Brexit possibilities, saying that the government has squandered economic opportunities of being outside the EU. On Jeremy Corbyn, he blamed the former leader for abandoning the British people and that Starmer's time in charge has been shock therapy. On the economy, he promised fiscal prudence through iron-clad fiscal rules, claiming that every penny must be accounted for while his party fixes the public finances. Okay, so let's go through these and I'll explain why I think he's doing this. First, this is no doubt an attempt to take advantage of disillusionment within the Conservative constituencies. Traditional Tory voters are upset with Johnson, Truss and now Sunak, and they see the country in a worse place over the last 13 years, and even they want change. Starmer is pitching to them. Praising Thatcher is a headline grabber. It gets people talking. It also protects him from criticisms from the right as they hold her in some godlike status. Many traditional and older voters have respect for Thatcher even though they disagreed with some of her policies. Starmer knows that this is something that he can use to his advantage, but once again I think this is invoking the Iron Lady just to grab some headlines. On Brexit, he's hitting the Tories from the right. He knows that many Leave voters are not happy with how the government handled leaving the European Union, and Starmer can claim that Brexit opportunities have been missed. Now, there's no truth to any of this. This is just political spin, but like with Thatcher, he's pushing against an open door with some voters. The support Jeremy Corbyn has within the Labour Party has diminished since he's no longer serving as an MP for the party. And many on the centre see Starmer bringing people back who had left during the former leader's time at the top. Also, attempts to use Corbyn as an attack line against Starmer by the Tories continues to have less and less impact, but it seems Starmer still wants to remind 2019 voters that he has changed the party. On the economy, Starmer wants to convince business that he'll be fiscally responsible. He wants to contrast himself with the likes of Liz Truss. He also wants to present a serious government ready for the challenges, but more conservative with the public finances than the Tories. So as I said, is this a good idea? Well, some will say that Labour and the Tories are two cheeks of the same arse, and what Starmer has said will reinforce that position. Will it work? The short answer is yes. The problem with first past the post is that many voters have little choice. In most places, not all, but most, the choice is Labour or Tory. Starmer knows that in order to win, he doesn't need to convince everyone to vote for him, just enough. He knows he can win a massive majority if traditional Tory voters come out and back him. Those on the left and moderates have pretty much nowhere else to go. Some may threaten to vote Green out of protest, and I'm sure many will, but the average voter doesn't follow politics. They're just tired of the direction of the country, and will vote out the Tories, and to them the choice is binary. Starmer and his team know this. Feed the voters you want to win over as many sweeties as possible. Talk about Thatcher in a positive way. Talk about Brexit opportunities missed. Criticise Corbyn. Contrast yourself with Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng. It is pure spin and cynicism, and it's likely to work. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.